Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Hannah. It's nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Ahmed.
Ahmed. And where are you from, or where are you living at the moment?
Can you guess where am I?
Possibly Saudi Arabia?
So a lot of or so many tutors told me that, and when I told them to guess, to told me, are you from Saudi Arabia or are you Saudi Arabia? Oh no, I'm not. I'm from Mesopotamia.
Oh,
Do you know
where?
Mesopotamia? Mesopotamia.
No. Can you
Mesopotamia.
type it for me?
Mesopotamia. No, I will tell you this by speaking. Mesopotamia, it's a country in Middle East. The second name for Iraq. I'm from Iraq.
Ah,
Yes,
I didn't know that it was another
yes.
name for Iraq. Interesting.
No, no.
I have learned
Yes,
something new
thank you.
today.
Okay. Where are you from?
I am from Ireland, but I have been
No,
living in Bali in Indonesia.
okay. Are you tutor? A native speaker?
Am I what?
Tutor? Are you tutor?
Yes.
Okay. It's my pleasure to meet you online. My name is Ahmed. I'm from Iraq. I'm from Mesopotamia. English teacher in
Super.
Mesopotamia. I want to ask you about how can practice English about to be like native speaker. How can
Well,
how can I improve language? Should I divide the time for skills, 30 minutes for the speaking and 30 minutes for listening, 30 minutes for writing, for 30 minutes for reading, or listening, or which skills? I want to speak like native speaker. Which skills do you think it should I focus it? Speaking or
well,
listening?
this is the thing. Is your main focus, is your main goal to improve your speaking ability? Is that your number
Yes.
one thing that you want to improve
Yes,
at the
number one.
moment?
Yes. Yes,
Well,
that's
then
number one.
the only way and the best way to improve that is by speaking. If that is your main focus, you have to speak
Yes.
to
Yes.
get the level that you want. So you
Yes.
need to take every possible opportunity that you have to practice your English. For your day-to-day life, for example, do you ever have the opportunity to use English, to speak English at all with anyone?
Actually, in Iraq, we speak Arabic and Kurdish in the north, and a little people to speak English, specific for the tutor or teacher or some doctors or engineers. Unfortunately, we cannot practice English every day, especially with the Cambly user platform Cambly to speak English with the tutors or native speaker or other
Yeah.
peoples. I used
Yeah,
to
exactly.
speak with my. I used to speak English with my American friend, but right now he is busy. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
because that is one of the best ways I have found from people in the past to improve their language is by practicing in those informal, friendly settings as well too, like exactly like that. You have a friend from America who also speaks English, practice with him. And because you are just speaking with a friend, it feels far more casual. There is less pressure, stress on you when you are speaking with someone that you already know. Because a lot of the time, what I would see is that it is not someone's ability or their knowledge that holds them back. It is actually their confidence. And to improve your confidence, to get more comfortable, you just need to keep practicing. There is no other way. You just need to be in those situations where you feel uncomfortable until you get to the point that you feel comfortable. It's difficult, but it's the only way to get through it.
Step by step, by learning step by step to learn or to practice. Uh,
Mhm.
Listening and speaking, it's better than reading and writing, or all the four skills. It's important or are important. Sorry.
They are they are all important, but for me, like for example, when I worked as a
Mm.
teacher, the most important, in my opinion, would always be speaking. Because what is the point in having a language where you can read it, you can write it, but you can't communicate with someone? What is the most important thing, in my opinion? It is communication. It is not helpful to be able to read or to, yes, it's good to be able to understand someone, but communication is a two-way process. It is, it's fantastic to
Should I
understand them, but you need to reply as well too.
should I read about my level when I read? Should I understand or no?
um it depends on what you are reading or what you are referring to specifically.
Mm.
So like, what is it that you like to read? What do you read in English?
Sometimes to read a story or read uh, a travel or something about something interesting or something to worth to reading.
Mhm,
Or
mhm.
sometimes to
Excellent.
read a love
Yes.
story. Yes,
Yeah. Super. That is
yes.
exactly what I was going to say. You need to
Mm.
find different ways to improve your learning that doesn't feel like formal learning. Things exactly like you said that you enjoy doing, where it is a task or an activity that you look forward to or that you actually like doing. So finding something that you enjoy in reading. For listening, you could listen to music in English if that is something that you like doing, or
Why?
you can watch a television program.
Why music listening? It's important in English. Music is just a sound. There is no or it's mean the music with the listening and with the words
Lyric.
or vocabulary. Ah,
Yeah.
I thought
So you would,
I think the music just sound. How can I improve English from when I listening the music? But I actually that's what you mean. It's mean music with the listening vocabulary and sentences and expressions. Okay.
yes,
Uh,
exactly.
sh- sh- should I learn both of them and formal and informal language?
It depends once again on why are you learning English? Are you learning it to have conversations with the president? No, probably
Mm.
not. So then
Yes.
you don't need to focus too much on formal. Focus on the informal, and then when you are finished with that, if you still want to learn more, then look at the formal. But in your day-to-day life, you wouldn't use formal conversation. I rarely ever use it. So I would say don't focus on it. You're wasting your time.
Okay, but I prefer to learn both of them, formal and informal, because I think
Mhm.
every person in the world who speak with his native speaker learn native, formal and informal. If you want to
Yeah.
speak with your a friend, speak with people on the street or in public, you can. I think you cannot speak formal. You can speak informal. But if you
Yeah.
want to write something, document when you go to this to the company or another
Mhm.
thing, you can use the formal English.
At the end of the day, I think I always think about the practicality of things. How practical is it, or how often would you need to write a formal document? So if it is something that I wouldn't have to do very often, then it would be low on my priority list. And so I would focus on something else first. But if it is something that you think is important for you and your goals, then absolutely go for it.
Do you think using learning grammar and language together or separate? Separate, sorry.
It depends. It depends on a lot of different things. Once again, why are you learning English, etc., etc. Like, how are you using it in your daily life? If it is for work, if it is for business purposes, then yeah, you might want to learn the more formal things. You might want to focus in a little bit more on grammar. But for example, some people are just learning it as a hobby, or they are learning it because they want to travel and they want to be able to communicate with people when they are traveling. If that is your goal, then don't have to spend lots of time.
That's mean depends on your goals.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Do you know website to help improve English?
Like, in relation to what part of English, what aspect of English do you want to improve?
We can say public English. Or English in general. Oh, by the way, you have tattoo on your hand.
Yeah, lots of tattoos.
I don't like it, unfortunately.
You don't? Why not?
Yes, I don't. I don't like it. Okay, anyway,
Why?
back to our. I think the skin without tattoo, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's both.
It's
whatever.
my point. It's my point, or it's my say. It's my point.
Opinion. It's
Okay,
your
anyway.
opinion.
Opinion, same thing. Well, we can't say it's my point. It's wrong.
No, it would be better to say it's my opinion, or it's what I think.
My opinion. What I think. Okay.
My opinion is the best way. English for Everyone Illustrated English Dictionary. Ah, fantastic.
But it's difficult.
How? What makes it difficult?
Difficult because I read in the muscles. Muscles, it's difficult. Muscles and the skeleton, it's difficult to understand the frontal, intercostal, biceps, obliques, abdominals, quadriceps. It's difficult. Pectoral. It's difficult to learn muscles.
Yeah, it's difficult for someone who is even like a native speaker. People who speak English as their language struggle.
It's easy peasy, like it's piece of cake. Or it's easy peasy like lemon squeezy. Okay, I speak with you 14 minutes. You are Irish tutor. It's my pleasure to meet you. Can you give me my level right now? Thanks. Which level am I? Without
I would say
compliments. Without compliments. Yes.
If you want it in one word only, I would say intermediate. You've got a good basic level of all of the different aspects. So you know, sentence structures.
Briefly because the time up.
Sentence structure is probably something that you can continue to work on and to focus on, and then just keep broadening your vocabulary as well too. Two little things to focus on.
Yes. Which level?
Intermediate.
B1 or B2?
I would go for B1.